Hi guys, it's yours truly, Musicalus here. That was a short break. Oh, and by the way, I have someone special here with me.
Hey, this Carver, Ethan here.
Surprise! So Ethan decided to tune in for one last live stream today, and that would be for Capcom. But seriously, this will be his last live stream. I mean it. He literally can't tune in tomorrow because of work, and I'm off tomorrow, so that's why I can stream it.
Right.
You might want to try logging in with your phone. Like I said, I sent the link there too.
Okay.
Well, I'll see you in a minute then, bud.
Okay.
I'm on the screen for now. I'm just going for the phone for now. As you can see, my laptop's there still loading, so I'm trying to give it some time.
Yeah, sorry guys. But in the meantime, yeah. So Ethan's on his phone, so I'm not sure what to expect from Capcom stream. We do know that at least 4 games will be shown.
Yeah. Well, let's see if they decide to reveal another Mega Man game, but I'm not going to get my hopes high for that, honestly, because, again, I'm not going to say that, but yeah.
Yeah, so the 4 games we know will be there will be The Great Ace Attorney Chronicles, Monster Hunter 2 Stories, Monster Hunter Rise, and Resident Evil Village. Outside of that, I'm not sure what else they're going to be doing.
I'm pretty sure they'll announce like other new games, just like that what Square Enix was doing.
Exactly. But yeah. So yeah, just let me know, buddy, when you're switching over to your laptop when you try to get in, and so that way I know.
I will.
Yeah. So me and Ethan talked last night about how E3's been going so far for both of us.
Not the best. I mean, I forget which E3 I remember that was pretty bad too, but I forget which one, honestly.
Same here.
I know we had bad ones before, though.
Yeah, we have had bad ones before, though. Don't get me wrong. But this is probably the worst one we've seen by far in a while.
Or you could say within a decade.
Chill. Not a good start to the decade, that's for sure.
2020, I cannot count it, honestly.
Yeah, because there was no EP that year. But for this next year, yeah, we will see what happens. But I'm not expecting anything too big.
No. I don't have any expectations either, unfortunately.
Same here, buddy. Same here. By the way, speaking of which, because of Ethan doing something this weekend he's going to be busy. We will be doing our final E3 wrap up and recap next week, not this following weekend, not this upcoming weekend, the following.
Indeed.
And just so you guys know, for those who don't know what we do, we usually just talk about each conference, all the news that was announced for each press conference in a row. And then we talk about what we liked, what we disliked, and then we give each presentation a rating, and then at the end we will give a total recap and rating to E3 and what we thought was announced.
Indeed.
So yeah, it's gonna be sort of a semi wrap up. So unlike the rest of everybody who's probably gonna wrap up almost immediately after, literally day after E3, me and Ethan are gonna be about a week late to it. So I hope you guys don't mind waiting a little longer for our opinion. But yeah, I will say so far, yeesh.
It's garbage. I'm sorry, but I know those of you are really liking how the whole game were, but for me, I just almost find almost little to none interested, unfortunately.
And that's saying something. This seems to be more of a music-clues E3 than an Ethan N E3.
Almost.
Oh!
I have a few I like, though.
Yeah, he does have a few. But seems to be more tailored towards my interest than Ethan's interest. Unless Nintendo brings something that's good. Speaking of which, look at the screen. Capcom's almost ready.
Oh boy. Alright, let's hope we get some surprises from here, just like Square Enix did. Well, a bit, but again though, I'm not gonna go into details. Let's just say the whole people but me and the YouTubers, I'm not sure, is kind of worse than our position. I don't want to say anymore. I'm sorry. It's just that's kind of a ironic what I'm seeing.
Yep. I wonder what we'll see here. Yeah. Something up, bud?
No, everything's okay.
Oh, hey, Joshua! Wow, 20 seconds on the dot. You just made it in time. That was too close, man. You were cutting it close there.
Yeah, that's for sure. I just got out of at work already, so yeah.
All right, here we go. Here it goes.
Welcome to the Capcom E3 Showcase. I'm your host, Rachel Puerco, aka Seltzer, and I'll be your guide as we walk through the latest releases, news, and updates from Capcom. We'll hear from the Resident Evil Village team, share some news from the world of Monster Hunter, and get the latest on Ace Attorney. Then we'll wrap up with some updates from our friends at Capcom Fighters. So what are we waiting for? Let's get started. Our first stop today, Resident Evil Village. The Resident Evil franchise continues to pioneer the latest and greatest in survival horror. The team has been blown away by the response to Resident Evil Village, which launched last month. It brought the world another chapter in this decades-long story as the franchise celebrates its 25th anniversary this year.
25th?
I'm honored to be able to introduce Tsuyoshi Kanda, producer
Sheesh.
on Resident Evil Village.
I didn't think Resident Evil was 25 years old this year.
Yeah.
Many times yet to play Resident Evil 8 or Village.
A lot of people seem to be so crazy about this game.
Where's Rose? She's everything to me.
I think it's time you left things in my hands. Go on, rest now.
Hi everyone, my name is Tsuyoshi Kanda, producer on Resident Evil Village. I wanted to take this opportunity to thank everyone who's played since we launched the game in May. We hope you're enjoying this new chapter in survival horror. As a reminder, everyone who purchases Resident Evil Village will gain free access to our online multiplayer Resident Evil REverse, where players go head with their favorite Resident Evil heroes and bioweapons. I'm now happy to announce that Resident Evil REverse will go live next month across all supported platforms. So head into the fray to celebrate the Resident Evil 25th anniversary.
Huh?
Okay, so they're starting to do it in the DLC.
I see. So there's going to be annual DLC.
Thank you, Capcom, for that wonderful update. Next up, some long-awaited news from the world of Monster Hunter. Whether it's adventuring alongside monsters or battling them with friends, we've got something for you. First, let's dive into the brand new story-based RPG entry to the series, Monster Hunter Stories 2, Wings of Ruin.
Monster Hunter Stories 2, Rise of Ruin. Oh, I've been looking forward to playing this title. If it went for my wish list already being bucket full, having a bucket full of games already, I'd probably buy this one.
Yeah.
This was his fate. It may have been strong and skilled, but against the awesome power of nature, he was merely a man. He never stood a chance.
All around.
Things just kept getting worse. But I heard that Guardian Ratha had survived and returned to Hekolu Island. I went there to see Red's honesty again. Then, of course, that's when I met you.
You were given Red's kinship stone, and now a Rathalos egg. This is destiny.
Don't buy that.
Red's great Ratha, the monster with the wings of ruin. It's said that a beat of its wings can bring about waves of destruction.
Many people believe there's a connection between the strange happenings and the wings of ruin. The pits are appearing everywhere, and they're emitting a strange light.
That's a mouth, folks.
What's this whole idea of forming kinship with monsters? How do you control them?
It's not about control. Monsters help riders of their own will. And the bonds between monsters and riders are just like your bond with Sukino.
What kind of power does Rather really have? Why are all of these pits appearing? And who are those people who want to take Rather for themselves? All I have are questions.
If there's worry or doubt in your voice, Ratha will become anxious too. He needs to know that you will protect him no matter what. I can sense the flames of his life force weakening. The burden of such great power is too much for his body to bear. A voice. Can you hear it?
Riders can bond with monsters. Surely you can groove with fellow humans.
They have the power of kinship. They're friends. They're monsties. Humans carry the strength of everyone they meet. That makes them strong. My friends here taught me that. I believe in the strength of humanity.
Okay. Nice.
Okay, so that gives us a little synopsis of the story of what we should expect when we eventually play Monster Hunter Stories 2. Oh, free title updates!
Oh boy.
Oh, a trial version will be available. Cool.
Oh, that's very nice. That's very nice. Amiibos. Cool. Of course, it is gonna come out next.
Pretty epic, right?
Next bomb.
And how about that announcement? The canine companion Palamute from Monster Hunter Rise will be joining Monster Hunter Stories 2 as one of the new monsties in the first free title update coming soon after the game's release. You can get an early peek at the game with the Monster Hunter Stories 2 Wings of Ruin trial version starting on June 25th, which also carries your progress over to the full game
Same
release
day
just
as
a few
Mario,
weeks
so I
later
have
on
two
July
games
9th.
to cover. The
That's
trial
the
version
only
for
way
Monster
to
Hunter
join the
Stories to
hunt.
show you guys what
Millions
to
of you
expect,
made Monster
and
Hunter
then
Rise a
I'll also
huge success earlier
have
this year.
Mario Golf.
And we have even more content, including a new
Okay.
collaboration on the Rise.
New
Let's find out.
collaboration? Wait, with who?
Let's go!
It's a collaboration. Okay.
His blessing emerge. Get ready. I have a good feeling. What will it be?
That's nice. That's very nice. Hey, JR.
Hey, JR!
Wow.
Tamura is like my second home.
You think you can take over?
Oh, by the way, JR, the first thing they announced was something to do with Resident Evil Village, and they're planning to do a DLC for later,
And now we're on to, there we just showed Monster Hunter Stories 2. And then now
Never been a better
there
time to be a
was
Monster
this.
Hunter fan. With all the new updates to Monster Hunter Rise and the launch of Monster Hunter Stories 2 this summer. We can't wait to hear about your own stories of adventure. Well, that's not the only thing Capcom has in store for us this July. Fans of Phoenix Wright will have new chapters to explore with the release of the Great
Ooh.
Chronicles. North American and
Come on,
European
dude, something
PQ
good.
attorneys will finally be able to get their hands on the Great Ace Attorney Adventures and the Great
Oh,
Ace
butter.
Attorney 2 Resolve, which were previously only available in Japan. You'll travel back in time to the late 19th century Japan and London to play as Ryunosuke Naruhodo, Phoenix Wright's ancestor, in this action-packed prequel. Now, let's hear more about the
Cool.
story.
So then, let us
Let's go.
Welcome to the centre of the world. Great Britain's mighty capital, London. This country is incredible. I will become a lawyer. I have to. So then, let us unravel this mystery and discover what events led to this curious murder. Who are you? Sherlock Holmes. You must have heard of me.
We must solve this case, Naruhodo-san.
Let us engage in the art of deduction. This is a narrow. Well, what have we here? It would seem the truth is now tantalizingly close.
The defense demands its right to a cross-examination. Objection! Your testimony completely contradicts the facts.
Objection! My lord, with all due respect, this is an outrage!
Let me guess. He's Edward's ancestor.
You're the best lawyer in the world.
I look forward to playing it soon, guys.
Of course you are,
New
Mr.
faces
Ace Attorney
and
fanboy.
mini escapades where you can take on the role of defense
Take a
attorney.
chill pill.
Now,
It's
we all
just a
wanna see
live
some
stream.
gameplay, right? Let's take a closer first look at two gameplay features new to the franchise in the Great Ace Attorney Chronicles:
New.
Dance of Deduction and Summation Examination.
Oh, two new gameplay features. This is important for you, buddy.
Hello,
Buddy.
I'm Jonathan, Capcom's marketing brand manager for the Great Ace Attorney Chronicles. So this is the capital of Great Britain. Where to?
The Supreme Court in Whitehall, if you wouldn't mind.
The Capcom team is thrilled to present two new gameplay features, Dance of Deduction and Summation Examination, coming to the Ace Attorney series.
Interesting. How long was it since an Ace Attorney game? Well, let's just say this way. This here was originally about to be, it was on the 3DS in Japan, but until now, it took them a long time until we get this actual prequel series to have localization to US.
In terms of original, it's
A
been,
grandiose yet
I
flawed.
want to say 5,
series
6
of
years since we've
conjunctions.
gotten an original Ace Attorney.
The last Ace Attorney game that was brand new was Spear of Justice. It would have been like it's somewhat like over 4 years by this point.
Oh, okay. So this deduction feature is like, Oh! Oh, busted!
Nice.
Ryunosuke and Susato will then discuss to correct the flaws in Herlock's deductions.
Okay, there it is. Since I'd say 5 years
Players will be
from
prompted
the
to
new game.
identify the errors in the detective's logic and reveal the truth to the mystery. As players present new evidence and observations, Herlock will amend his deductions based on the new information. Upon uncovering the truth, Ryunosuke and Herlock enter into a semi-metaphorical, semi-literal dance that brings them to the conclusion of the dance of deduction.
Oh, those two are good.
Yeah, no kidding. Uh-oh. Horika.
Busted!
Horika. Ha ha ha.
Elementary.
In courtroom battles, players will attempt to convince 6 jurors of the innocence of their client. Their progress will be
6
displayed
jurors?
represented by 2 scales of justice, one black, representing a guilty verdict, and one white, representing a not guilty verdict. Objection!
Oh boy.
Examination. Take the stand to face off against the jurors, all of whom provide explanations as to why they've reached their guilty verdict.
That's definitely new, bud.
You'll have to identify
I noticed it.
sway the jury in your favor. Examine each statement carefully and select 2 contradicting jurors to call out the flaws in their logic.
Objection!
Be ready to provide evidence from the court record to help prove the contradiction in their claims.
Oh, it might be, JR. It might be.
Be successfully
I play hard
among
games,
the jurors.
honestly.
Change their minds.
Something tells me this one's going to be hard, too. Harder than any other Ace Attorney that Ethan has played to date. Because not only does Ethan have to convince the jury, but he's also got to make sure that he doesn't get on the guilty side. That's 10 times harder. Where
Yup,
in
for
modern day
sure, for
court,
sure.
Ace Attorney, he didn't have to do that. It was just simply find the evidence, bam, you're
This has
guilty.
just been a small taste of the exciting new gameplay features in the Great Ace Attorney Chronicles. We are very excited to get this game in the hands of both new fans and diehard fans alike.
Alright, I'll be getting this game when it launches.
It already seems like I have a bunch of games to catch up on. There are some exciting new adventures and titles to look forward to. Well, that's a look at the new premieres from Capcom, but what about esports? Let's close out today's showcase with a few words from 2 of the stars of Capcom Fighters, Rob TV and Vicious. They'll tell us what's been going on with Capcom esports, including updates on the Capcom Pro Tour, Intel World Open, Street Fighter League, and all the other content on Capcom Fighters. Over to you guys.
Okay.
What's going on, everybody, and welcome to the Capcom esports presentation for E3 2021. My name is Vicious, commentator for the Capcom Pro Tour as well as Street Fighter League, here with competitive Street Fighter V player and host extraordinaire, Hollywood, Rob TV. What's going on, Rob?
Oh my goodness, Vicious. Host extraordinaire. That just sounds beautiful. It has a ring to it. And I think that's the perfect word to describe what we have for everyone today. Street Fighter V, Capcom, E3. It just feels right and you feel the electricity in the air. Nice! Nice! What? That was nasty. And there might be some people at home, Vicious, who don't fully know what competitive Street Fighter V is. The long and the short of it is this. We travel all around the world, state to state, country to country, and we try to bring our opponent's life bar from 100
Oh, yeah. I knew about that, JR. I knew
Same
about
here.
that.
Same here. And I'm still trying to get DLC for said fighting game. Yes, I plan to cover it on the channel. I might as well. It's available on PlayStation Now and Xbox Game Pass at the moment, so why not?
So in this year's CPC overall, it's a series of tournaments that have $5,000 on the line for each tournament. But that money alone, that's not the.
That'd be enough to buy 5 PlayStation 5s.
It's about making it
and
to the grand
probably
Oh boy.
2 million Xbox Series X's and S's.
Just reset in grand finals of Capcom Cup.
So behind me, you can see in all of its glory, the Capcom Pro Tour 2021 official stage is set. And that's a place that you are very, very familiar with.
That's right. We take all of our events and broadcast it live from this stage, and we check out all of the top competitors from each and every one of these regions. And speaking of, the Capcom Pro Tour has shaped up a lot. 2021, we have 32 events going on in the Capcom Pro Tour, spanning across 19 different territories. So there's so many opportunities for players from around the world to get that ticket into Capcom Cup this season. I'm absolutely excited because, again, that is a big change from what 2020 was into what we could expect for 2021.
And Mago is your first qualifier for Japan for the Capcom Pro Tour.
Not only can you catch the Capcom Pro Tour live on the Capcom Fighters channel, you can do so.
I would definitely participate in that if I was much better with Cammy and Chun-Li.
Of course, if you don't catch it live, you can also check out the VOD.
Right.
All the competitive studying you would need.
As for Ethan, well, he still needs a little practice with Ryu.
Content that we have on Capcom Fighters. We
Oh
have
yeah.
Neutral, the official pre-show of the
Or
Capcom
even Nash.
We have sets where we take
Oh, Ethan still. Well, he can still kick my butt personally, but in terms of facing somebody else, he probably gets wiped up.
6 teams of 3 duke it out in this
Yeah, I know.
series to see who will walk away with the championship and the $150,000 prize.
Street Fighter League is something that you don't want to miss because normally we only have 1v1 content. But now you actually have your teammates at your back, and every decision that you make is not just about you anymore.
Look for more news on Street Fighter League later this year.
It's Oki time. What's going to happen?
Nice.
He checks it. He checks the movement. What's happening?
It's so good.
Let's not forget, the Intel World Opening is happening right now. Top players representing 11 regions.
Oh, I was participating in that earlier.
In the World Finals happening next month. Be sure to check out the official website.
In case you're wondering how that went.
Including current standings and broadcast schedule.
To commemorate this
Wiped
event,
out
everyone who logged in
twice.
during this period
Jeez.
will receive an exclusive competitive
Wow.
and dojo object. You
And
can
worse, it was against the Cammy
I
player.
highly recommend everyone to stay tuned for future Capcom Pro Tour updates.
Vincent repeat from Nintendo Switch event.
We started off with the
For those who
Japan
don't
region.
know
We
on
have
what
a couple
pertains
more events
to, I
going
lost on
afterwards,
stage
so
at
the
the
action does
Nintendo
not
Switch
stop.
launch
In fact, we're
event
gonna be continuing
before the
on
Switch
with the
launch.
Midwest
And I still have not lived that down.
I know you're definitely excited about that.
I know.
I mean, of course, your boy is from Ohio. Make sure you guys tune in to see the tournament.
You do not want to miss some of the best Street Fighter V players in the world compete head to head.
Oh boy.
I dare you to fight better Street Fighter. I dare you. This is a game about being a world warrior. Obviously, they got a rivalry. I'm the best in the world.
This game has changed
Best in the world?
so many
You know, one of these days, if I ever run into a professional Street Fighter player, I want to take them out and see how tough they really are.
the ultimate Street Fighter V experience.
Yeah, that's for trouble then. That's for sure.
Hey!
Huh? Well, what's going on?
It's been a really exciting
Nothing.
season so far, and I can't wait to see
No,
how
I
it plays
mean
out on the road to
what was
Capcom
shown on the
Cup.
screen.
Remember to check out Capcom Fighters' Twitch and YouTube channels for more information and to watch the latest matches. So that's a wrap for Capcom at E3 this year. Let's recap what we all saw. Resident Evil Village is back.
Well,
with the
okay,
latest
so
installment
no
of the
new
survival
announcements.
horror
I
experience and
figured
RE
Capcom
Verse
probably
as part of the
is keeping some of the
franchise's
stuff on the
25th
laps
anniversary.
because
We have
unfortunately
new adventures
a good
to
chunk of it
embark
got
on in the world of
leaked.
Monster Hunter, with Monster Hunter Stories 2, Rings of Ruin,
Oh
and
boy.
Monster Hunter Rise. And don't forget to go back in time with the great Ace Attorney Chronicles to tap into the family history of Phoenix Wright and solve new cases. Finally, don't miss out on the esports fun. Make sure you catch the latest matches with Capcom Fighters. There really is something here today. But don't go anywhere
Here we
yet.
go again.
Conversation on Twitter and make sure
Here we go again.
Well, I guess Capcom didn't really bring too much to the game, but unfortunately, a lot of the stuff did get leaked, so they're probably keeping a good chunk of this under wraps because they want to surprise the fans and hope that they forget about them. Personally, I think that's a wise strategy. Actually, that's probably why they're focusing on those free games in particular to keep fans busy while they work on the other stuff.
I forget there is link though. I forget there is a link for that.
Street Fighter, you know what game?
Oh, okay. You're talking about the. Well, again. Okay, I see.
Yeah. Yeah, they're probably keeping that on the wraps. Poor Capcom, they can't catch a break, man.
So they're probably gonna be waiting until like probably in a while, pretty much.
Yeah, we'll probably won't see it until after the DLC. For anything new Street Fighter related, we probably won't see that until after the DLC pass for Street Fighter 5 is completely finished.
Well, I hate to say it, but it might be a long time till then.
Let's hope not too long. Yeah. Okay. So I guess personal rating, since Capcom was just really showing some of the other games that are coming up. Personally, I'll give it. I'll be nice and give it a 5. I'm neutral.
Me? I'm probably a bit lower than you, unfortunately.
All right. What's your rating?
I would have to say right around 4 out of 10.
A little lower. Fair. I think that's fair. All right, but guys, so far it's been mixed, I guess. E3 experience.
Another garbage year. Why does it have to be another garbage year?
Well, were you expecting after 2020 for things to go well?
I wasn't, but whatever, man.
Well, either way, I guess it just goes to show you when it comes to returning stuff. I guess we should have probably expected E3 to not be the best it has been in years. But yeah. Oh well. We still got Nintendo tomorrow, so I'm looking forward to seeing what they have at least, and then
Bandai
Namco. So we'll see. Oh, and speaking of which, I saw a link. Apparently,
people cut the links out.
This one is by Bandai Namco themselves, actually.
Uh-oh.
I can't say for sure, but something related to one of the current Dragon Ball games is coming.
I'm not gonna let that get to me.
Didn't think so. Other than that, though, and unfortunately, I did see something Sega related lately too. But again, lips are sealed. But let's just say
these people.
Yeah.
These people need to cut out these links. There should be some rules that you cannot do links in before E3 or something. There has to be a rules about it. It's stupid.
I know, buddy. I know. No.
There has to be a rule. There has to be some kind of like a law that can actually just stop these people from doing it. If that doesn't stop, then we should do something about it. It's stupid.
It is. I will say it is. But let's just say, if this leak is apparently true, well, at least Sega fans will be walking away happy. Yes? You heard me. It's something Sega related.
Thank you, JR. He's with me on this one, folks.
Yeah, I'm dead serious too, man. People have got to stop it. Up it. Seriously, it's getting real tiring. We're lucky enough Nintendo's Direct hasn't leaked yet. Thank the Lord.
But this is what I'm saying. This is exactly what I'm trying to say. There should be some law. There should be something that actually could stop these people from leaking stuff. If this doesn't work, we should do something about it. Let's not stand around and just do it.
Unfortunately, buddy, blaming the social media companies for not taking intuitive of that. You're gonna have to talk to the big heads if you want that done.
They're a bunch of idiots then. No offense.
I would agree. But if it makes you feel better, after what happened with what happened beforehand before Nintendo's last E3, I have a very good feeling that this time Nintendo's E3 will not leak. Period.
It has to be something. It has to stop these people from doing these things. There has to be a way.
Well,
I can see it.
Well, Nintendo thankfully stopping the cease last time on their on the leak before it got leaked. So safe to say, all the companies are taking intuitive. It's just behind the scenes.
I see.
So yeah, but seriously, people, I ask for nicely. Stop leaking, please. It was a surprise.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I think there should be a way we could stop from doing this. There is a way. It's just how we have to find it.
Yep. The companies are definitely taking intuitive by stopping people from leaking, and apparently they've also been passing around fake leaks, which means leaks that aren't really real, to make people disbelieve the leakers.
Yeah, we should do something about that.
Definitely. But hopefully tomorrow we don't get any leaks. At least I pray we don't. Because it would be a bummer if Nintendo's Direct leaked, but thankfully we haven't gotten anything yet. And considering how copyright strict Nintendo can get, I doubt anybody's gonna want to risk it for the 5 minutes of fame on the internet.
That's for sure.
If anybody does, I don't want to sound rude to the dude, but screw you, man.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. We should do something about stopping these linkers. If there's something, if they did something wrong, they should be held accountable for something they shouldn't be doing. They should be pressing charges on it.
Unfortunately, you can't press charges unless it's super confidential material, like what happened with Capcom.
What if though you can actually track down that account?
That people have done before. For sure they have.
That's what I'm saying. There is a way. You just have to actually work hard on it.
And like I said, Nintendo's E3 from 2019 actually almost got leaked. But Nintendo found the person and stopped them to seize them before things could happen. So, woo! That was kind of a relief. But seriously, guys, can we stop?
That's what I'm saying. I know I have to repeat myself many times, but just hear me out. There is a way. There is always a way. You just have to work on it. We just have to say what we want. And I'm not going to give up on it until it's the last thing I do. No offense to you, peeps.
See? That's my buddy for you. But personally, coming from me, I hope that that at very least we get more fake leaks, so that way leakers lose their credibility, as I call it. Because trust me when I say there's been plenty of leakers that have been false about things.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what I was gonna say. There should be some punishments if this turns out there's links are true. You know what I mean? There should be some punishments, I would say.
There probably are some punishments for people who leak stuff from the company.
That's what I'm saying. There should be some punishments for it.
There are, but we don't hear about them because they're internal. That's why.
I see.
So when people leave the company, that's because they probably leaked something. Whether it's on purpose purpose or an accident, that's up to the company to punish them. But if it's on purpose, shame on you. If it's on accident, okay, I give a slide. That's not your fault. But oops.
I'm sorry, man, but I just don't like linkers, okay? I just really wish there was a way we could stop these people from doing it. And I know I don't like keep saying all these things, but I have to put up my opinions right now about it. It's disgusting me. And there should be something.
It's fair, buddy. It's fair. But yeah, I gotta get back to work on some videos and stuff. And Ethan's probably got some stuff to do too. But I'll call you afterwards, buddy, so we can talk some more. But for the time being, guys, you say goodbye to Ethan for real this time, because he won't be here for Nintendo's, unfortunately, which is a bummer because that's the one I always look forward to reacting with Ethan the most. But oh well, can't be helped, right, bud?
Yeah.
But yeah, that's all for now, guys. I'll see you guys early tomorrow morning for Nintendo's Direct. And this is yours truly, Music Clues.
Ethan, signing out.
And have a nice
gaming day.
See ya.